Hey guys, Levi here. Today, as you can see, I finally got old green. If you may not know, I made a video about this pickup a very, very long time ago. It's like one of the first videos on my YouTube channel. It was very shit, I'll agree with that. But I finally own him now. Finally got old green. And I know, the wind noise is going to be absolutely terrible. Every day I want to do something, it's windy as shit, so, okay, it's pissing me off too. But anyway, I figured I better make a video on it, even though it's windy, because it's always windy. So anyway, here it is, 8-orange Chevy K10, Scottsdale, lightweight edition, as you can see. It's got the factory weight reduction going on. I've done a lot to it since I've got it. How I got it was actually kind of interesting, because I traded my 99 Tahoe straight across for it. All I had to do with this is put a new transfer case in it. So I was driving it home for our brother, because he had it at the time, he owned it. And I was driving it home and the rear U-joint went out and it exploded and ripped the back housing of the transfer case clean off, breaking the case and everything. So luckily my uncle, he had a 3/4 ton with the transfer case I needed, and it went right in, because Old Green's Old Green's drive shaft, you may not notice, that's 1/2 ton in the back, 3/4 ton in the front. So it just worked perfectly for me. And I just got done putting these doors on it. These are off a 73 C10, thanks Trent. I welded all the holes shut because it originally had tripods, and then originally had the little sport mirrors. I just welded all the holes shut because I think I decided I'm going to go with the mirrors that this pickup came with from the factory. They're the smaller single arm mirror. I'm going to get them in the white. They're going to look good. So I did that. Yeah, I know the wind noise. Yeah, this is a long time coming. But yeah, got these doors put on because Matthew, he put some white doors on them. Just didn't work, and I put all new felt and belt line, window sweeps, whatever in them, lubed up the internals. Got the dash all tore apart right now because I'm waiting on new heater controls. Here's the AC bezel I converted to a non-AC bezel, and I thought I had a proper non-AC bezel with the pocket, but it turns out that's out of a newer pickup, which I knew it was out of a newer pickup, but I didn't realize this, but it didn't have the windshield wiper hole, and the headlight switch was moved up, so I couldn't use it. So I just made a block off plate, and I blocked off this AC vent too. My brother had a pocket made out of the AC vent, but I could not get that to go back in. So I just deleted it using some license plates. I think I'm going to put a tack here. I think that would look pretty good. Put a tack right there. And then go over the other side. Doors closed decent. Oh, this one doesn't even have the... I'll have to get a new... yeah, one of those things. I forget what they're called. Doesn't rattle though, so... Had to change the locks out. As you see, these got white overspray from the white doors, but didn't have the keys for these doors, so I had to swap the locks. And as for the wing windows, I was gonna swap the wing windows out of the white doors onto this, but they weren't in that much better shape, and I didn't want to do all the work, so I just said screw it. Got some 3M weather stripping adhesive and kind of fixed it. Yeah, on this side, same story, kind of fixed it. This door opens and closes really well. You can see I started completely restoring the gauge crusher, I should say. Repainted the needles, replaced this gauge. Actually, these are all new gauges, I should say. Not new, but I bought a used set online and just swapped them. It was easier for me that way. And I did need this temp gauge because the needles broke off. And his original one was just cold hot. This one's a miracle. And the oil pressure gauge was also messed up because it always just peg out at 60, but now it actually reads correct. And I got, obviously, that, and then bought a new lens for it. Already came scratched, so that was nice. You can see that the floor is made out of license plates. I got all the patch panels, almost. I ordered new pans, and kick panels for it, but I have all the rest. So someday I'll have to do it. And oh yeah, I also put the seat in it. It had the seat in it. Not terrible shape, definitely savable. A guy could get it recovered or whatever. But I got the seat for nothing. So I just swapped it, and the only hole which I covered is right here. So that's good now. But yeah, that's that. I'll just go on the floor, I guess. I'll pop the hood, show you the cammed 350. It's just a small cam, nothing crazy. Oh, I got a bigger cam for it though. But here it is, just 350. You got your, I think they call it an RV cam. You know, intake, long tube headers, Edelbrock 1406 carb. You know, 600 CFM. Plenty of carb for this. It needs wiring. I don't know if you can tell. Like, I got the new heater control switch controls ordered, so I can fix all that. So I'll get all that nice and fixed on, and then get rid of this fire hazard right here. That's great. And then, like, why is this ground? Does it really need to be like that? No, it could just go whoop. Nah, let's do that. Come on, guys. Fixed a vacuum leak, as you can see, with that 1/4 inch stainless steel bolt. Yeah, but you know, this pickup's pretty rusty, but still got original frame paint, so gotta give it some credit there. I do need to adjust this hood. It closes fine, but as you can see, it kind of up on this side, so I gotta bring that corner up. So it should bring that corner down. I also got a really nice bug deflector for it. Looks really good. Once I get the hood straightened, maybe I'll put that on. I don't know. Yeah, yep, there's the wind. Yep. I hope you can hear me, fucking wind. There's the back end. Tailgate's actually amazingly straight. Like, just hook your eyes down that tailgate. You would not believe how straight this tailgate is for the pickup it's on. That tailgate's pretty dang straight. Bumper, you need a little, but you don't worry about that. I'll get a new one for it one of these days, because this bumper's about ready to just, her get up and go has gone up and went, so I'm just gonna get a new one. There's the window. Most of those stickers were been on there for a long time. I put that AAA sticker on there because of a joke, because we had to, since the transfer case exploded, I kind of had to get it towed home, put it on a car trailer. First time that's ever happened to this pickup, as far as we know. A little history about the pickup. It used to be a construction pickup, and my dad bought it for, I'm sitting here so there's no wind noise. Anyway, it used to be a construction pickup for who knows how long. Then my dad bought it in 01 or 04. Not 100% sure on the year. Anyway, he had it for a long time. He put a cam in it and stuff. That motor blew up. He put this motor in it. Smaller cam. You know. Why did he put a smaller cam in it? I would have stuck the same cam in it. Whatever. So it's got the smaller cam and stuff in it. And my brother bought it. And later, yada, yada, yada. I end up with it. So, yeah. That dash right there. It used to have a radio right here. So, because most people will cut this area out and put a radio, but they just beat it with a hammer, put a radio right there, which I'm glad they did. Not that they beat it with a hammer and put a radio there, but I am glad that they did put the radio there, I should say. I don't know, because you put the dash pad on there, I get the new trim piece for it, non-AC trim piece, you would never know that had an aftermarket radio. Besides, it has the speakers behind the seat. It used to have speakers, one on each side of the dash too. But yeah, and then here's a fan switch. So yeah, I gotta fix that. Yeah, this is, yeah. I don't know what else to say. Just here, I've been wanting this pickup forever. Finally got it. I'm doing some things to it, trying to bring it back to how it used to be. Like the bezel I had for it, that doesn't work. I took all this aluminum off because, well, Old Green doesn't have aluminum. He had the black black texture, kind of like this down here. And then he had the non-AC, obviously, black textured across the dash, Scottsdale on them. I have the original one that's even cut for the radio. So if I really wanted to, I could find like a 90s cassette radio and put it in here. I won't. If anything, I'd like to get a radio factory radio that works. This one sometimes works. Let's see if I can find a knob for it. Come on. No, I got a radio knob in here somewhere. Alright, I thought I did. Here's a... That's not a radio knob. Here's a radio knob. These aren't the correct knobs. These are from a Ford radio found at the dump. And I dropped it. I do have the correct knobs for this radio though, so... Alright, let's see. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I like turn it on. There, see? So as you see, the antenna's cut for it, so it's not going to work. And it's stuck on AM. We'll go over to FM all the way. So that's cool. Yeah. Just got to turn it off. Turn it on and... So it does kind of work. Amazingly. So that's cool. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get this radio working. I don't know. Amazing that the speaker actually is even hooked up, which is, like I said, it's amazing it's hooked up. But yeah, that's a little rundown on my 81 Chevy K10. I finally got after how many years. There's probably stuff I'm missing too, that, like, that Blue Glove Box store. It's had a Blue Glove Box store since I can remember. Like, the longest I remember. I remember my dad, he made, because the original glove box store, I don't remember ever having a green glove box store. But it did have one at one time, obviously. And I remember my dad, he made this, not this exact blue glove box door, but he had the original blue. I'm just going to stop talking. Anyway, that's not the original blue glove box door. It had another one that was darker blue. The Matthew put in this blue one in there. Yeah, so blue glove box store, it's staying, because that's how I remember Old Green, blue glove box store. It's the same with this shifter. It's been upside down for as long as I can remember. Yeah, I can rotate it right, but it's been upside down as long as I can remember, so it's staying upside down. Yep. And as far as the green doors, yeah, they're not the right green, but you're not going to find this green. This is basically a one-year-only green. 81 was like the last year of this green, and so that also means it's the only interior green for this style dash and stuff. After 81, there were no more greens available on these pickups as far as I understand. So I'll never find a correct set of green doors for it with the green correct door panels. But I'm okay with that at the same time. Or finding the green dash pad. I won't be able to find one. Because this is emerald green. Only basically, this is... You're not going to find one. If you do, cool, but you probably won't. So yeah, I'm actually going to probably paint these door panels black, because it matched the black dash pad that Matthew put in here. And run with that. But yeah, a lot of rambling, I know. I suppose, though, that's about it. Now, one more walk around, enjoy the wind noise. Yeah, she's... rusty. It's got 33, 12.5, 15s on it. 15x8 rims, I believe. Manual locking hubs. Used to have auto locking. Manual now. Got to figure something with the headlights too. They don't work right. They work, but you hit the high beams, it might just not. They might just shut off on you if you hit the high beam. So that's cool. Missing some lug studs. I got lug studs for it. Matthew gave me a whole bunch of parts for it, so to fix things like that. You know, these doors aren't rust free, but if they were, they'd kind of mismatch. You know, you got the... This is a very rare see-through panel that GM put on some of these. So yeah, save on that. Although I have all new panels for it, so. And I learned that this trim is optional, so that's cool. pretty low option pickup, but it came with that trim, so that's cool. So, and you know, Scottsdale, I guess, is one trim level above Custom Deluxe from what I understand. But the only thing that's making this a Scottsdale was the body molding, from what I understood. Because it's also got the dual stacked headlights, which a normal Scottsdale has the big singles, but has the dual stacked option code, so that's cool. I wish I had the SPID for it, but obviously it has a blue glove box door, not it's out of actually a 74 dually, if I remember correctly. You know, he's got spots for whippers. My dad made these mounts a long time ago for antennas. So, it didn't have antennas on it when I got it. Obviously, these are red. I need to get some white ones for it. But I figure I'll throw those on just for now. But yeah, my dad made these. My dad, specifically for old green, because look at that horrendous hood gap. But they fit. And yeah. So it's got them, and it's also got the ones on the toolbox, which I'm probably going to take the ones off the toolbox just so there's not. Because on the white doors, I had the tripods as well, and also had a spot on there for a whipper, so you could mount 6 whippers on this thing if you really wanted to. That's just a little much. But yeah, look how nice this door closes. It's pretty good. When's the last time you seen a square body where you don't gotta slam the door? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.